We just didn't have enough answers today. It's a really good team. Guards are so good at controlling the pace, controlling the game, and getting downhill, and they're very difficult to cover. I thought we did a really good job, really in the first half. The last 3.5 minutes there, they got loose from us, but a lot of that had to do with us turning the ball over, and sometimes your defense doesn't have a chance to play. But I was, aside from our turnovers at halftime, I thought our defense was fairly solid, but we couldn't really get enough going offensively. It really, I'm not saying it made the difference in the game, but it really hurt us when Marcus got his third foul in the first half. That was a key point for us, because that's when they kind of blitzed us a little bit, and I thought Shamil came off the bench and really played a solid game for us. I really liked the way he attacked the game and played particularly on the offensive end, and I thought our guys fought hard. They were just a better team than us, I thought we could have played a little better. I thought we could have done some things a little better than we did, but you got to give them credit, because they were disrupted. They're really good defensively. Their numbers are great, and after a game you can see why, because they really get into you and make it, not necessarily pass is tough, but they're all over your shots, and they're physical. They play very physically on defense as well, and so but disappointing to lose, but obviously, they're a really good team.
Is that just an effect of them wearing you down then as it goes on? Because it's a strict man look that they throw.
Yeah. I mean, they wear you down with their physicality and their athleticism, and plus they play hard. So, they're well prepared. I mean, obviously, and so, we just didn't. When we needed to get by them, we couldn't, or when we did get by them, then they've got the length at the goal, which is a problem, and so, again, I thought our kids played hard. I thought they fought hard. I just thought we didn't have enough answers for them.
Do you think the 3 fouls Marcus picked up kind of is what knocked him out of rhythm? I mean,
yeah, I think so.
I
think it all started probably with the second one, because I had to take him out, and then I put him back in because we need him back in, and then he gets the third one, and not that the fourth one made a huge difference in the game, but I was trying to get a switch defensively to get him on a different guy, because when you're trying to keep a guy from picking up his fourth foul, you don't want him guarding the guy that's receiving all the ball screens, and so we tried to get him on, and I didn't get that done in time, so that was my fault, but anyway, yeah, I think that his foul trouble was part of what kept him out of rhythm. I think that the quality of their defensive play was the other part. I mean, they're very good defensively.
When you guys, Kevin, go through those kind of those shooting routes that you did today, going about 13 minutes without a made field goal from the first half into the start of the second. I mean, how much more precarious or fragile is that sort of a situation when you've got a team and this is their very first ACC game for 9 of these guys?
Yeah, I think that it's it's difficult because we mostly have to rely on team play to score. We're not a team that's built right now to break a guy off on a dribble and just take a guy one-on-one, or we're not built right now to be able to throw it inside and either get a bucket or a foul or draw a double team and kick it out, or we got some development that has to take place before we get guys to be that way, and so sometimes the offense can get hard for us, and the thing that I like about our guys is they don't stop playing defensively, but we're a little prone to scoring droughts, and obviously Ryan will help that when he gets back, but because now he's a guy that all of a sudden he could create a problem for the other team, whether it's putting it on the floor and driving one of their big guy or whatever the case might be. But yeah, we're prone to some scoring droughts, and we know that, and that's why we have to continue to try to attack the goal and get ourselves to the foul line.
Are you thinking there's any chance that Ryan might be back for the game Tuesday?
I would say it's doubtful. We're hopeful of having him this week or next week, whatever week it is. But at this point, we're not sure.
Kevin, you guys run so many sets on offense. It just seemed like whatever they were doing on defense, you'd have a guy looking for the next pass, and it just wasn't there yet, and it was taking time, and you got out of flow at times. What do they do that makes it difficult?
I think the thing that they do the best is they're very physical on your cuts, and so as you're trying to utilize a screen, they're bumping you, and I'm not saying in an illegal way. They're very good at getting you off of your cut, and so now, if you're not able to use that screen effectively, or if that screen doesn't create some clearance, now you sort of run around in vain. and so now all of a sudden you catch the ball and the guy is standing right there, and you didn't have the shot that we were maybe trying to create, and now it moves, so it's again, I credit our guys because they continue to try really hard defensively, even when the offense can struggle. And I told them after the game that I've got to figure out something to help them a little bit more offensively, because there are too many possessions that it feels like that it's a trip to the dentist. It just starts feeling like, okay, and again, it was made a lot worse today without Marcus in the game. I mean, that Marcus is kind of he's sort of the facilitator of our offense without Ryan in the game, and so that made it seem worse today because of the lack of time that he was in. Good, thank you.